Afternoon. My name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. As you know, we provide technical support to startup and existing nonprofits and small businesses. Excuse me. Today's workshop is on making a case for support, specifically for nonprofits. If you're going after grants, you got to make an argument as to why should that funder fund you? Keep in mind that there's over 1.7 million nonprofits that are going for money out there. It is a very competitive arena. That's why you want to be able to make a statement for support. Let's continue. So my name is Michael Randolph, and the picture that you're looking at is a picture of me doing a workshop on grant writing and community development to a grad program at the South Florida. I also did a workshop on community development back in the day to grad students at the University of Johns Hopkins. I, in fact, was born in a very poor community in Baltimore called Sandtown. It is, and continue to be a marginalized community. Coming from that type of community, what I wanted to do when I grew up was to find a pathway towards changing the narrative in poor communities by transforming them. So in that time, I was able to gather areas of specialty that includes community program development, strategic and tactical planning, business development, organizational development, grant proposal, and community development and economic development, to name a few. I started my journey in in the early 1980s. I started as a community organizer, and from there, I advanced to a strategic program developer. Since 2011, or in 2011, I started the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. Based on over 34, 35 plus years of experience in the nonprofit world, I decided to start a nonprofit to assist nonprofits in their journey to fulfill their dream. Specifically, your mom and pop operations, these nonprofits are just getting started, or they've been around for a while, but they just haven't been able to secure funding. So in that respect, we provide technical support in the area of effective skill sets to start up. We provide these skill sets to start up in existing nonprofits. To date, we have provided nationally training to over 3,500 nonprofits, government agencies, faith-based groups, businesses, and individuals in 36 states. The greater majority of our training is done by virtual, that is online. We have, in addition to that, have assisted over 300 new nonprofits get started by providing them with the paperwork. We use a new school, next generation approach in terms of delivering our services. We have assisted these nonprofits in getting started in over 20 states. So, what you should Why should you support me? A case study for support. So what is a case for support? A case for support serves as a compelling narrative that explains why your organization deserves support from donors, volunteers, and other shareholders. And a matter of fact, your case for support should be put together even before you decide to go after funding. Because when you go after funding, most of your information is going to be pulled from your case for support. But what is the difference between a strategic plan and a case for support? In its essence, the strategic plan, and by the way, we will be doing an upcoming workshop on how to put together a 5-year strategic plan as well as board training. So a strategic plan is the roadmap for the organization's future, while the case for support is a narrative that convinces others to join and support your journey. So just before I go into a point by point related to the case for support, let me share you some information I got online that talks about a case for support, and then we'll come back and then begin to talk about a breakdown as to what should be included in your case for support. When I do my workshops, you will see me pulling in information from other experts. This particular workshop that I want to share with you was put together by an organization called SSC. I'm using this because I like a lot of the graphics that they use to tell the story. After we review this, then we're going to go back and talk about the particulars of putting together a case for support. So again, I'm using this presentation because I like the color graphics. So this particular piece here was done in 2010, and I'll tell you why I'm using it. If you look back in 2010, when you look at all the people that fund programs throughout the United States, the total give was like $290 billion. Fast forward to 2022, and that number now is over $500 billion. So what this does is to show who is it that's giving money. And the reason why it's so important that you see the different folks that's giving money, because when you make an argument for money, you need to be able to appeal to different groups. The group that by far that give the most money are individuals. So if you're going to do a strategies, you get money from individuals by way of money or by way of them donating time to your organization, you need to know how to appeal to them. 73% of individuals, 73% of the people, organization that's giving money is individual. The next core element, category in this lime green is corporation. Corporation give like, well, let me go back to individual. We got 200 million that they gave in 2010. That number has doubled to 400 million in 2022, most recent numbers. When you look at corporation, they gave away 15 billion, and that's 5% of the money that came in to fund organizations. Again, this number is twice, if not 3 times as many. Foundations gave 41 million. Again, that number is like 3 times that amount which amounts to 14%. Now, what's not here, and it's a major contributor when it comes to giving funds, is government. These are federal government, state government, local or county government. Okay, let's move on. This is important because this gives us a picture as to who is it that's giving money and who should we target? And more importantly, how do we make sure we target that person to meet their reason for giving? It's going to be different for individuals, foundation, corporation, the government, and the session. Now, let's look at the reason why people give money. This is going to give us a feeling as to why do people in an organization give money. I'm not going to cover all of them. I'm only going to cover a couple of the major reasons why people give money or organization give money. First is because they're moved by what you're doing to make a difference. They're looking at you and what you're doing to make a difference. They're financial security. They give to an organization that is efficient. They also give to organizations that support. Well, a lot of the organizations support the same organization or cause. Then organization gives because they want to give back to the community. So again, let me go back and follow up because I kind of messed that up when I talk about support. What I should say is a lot of them support the same organization yearly. These are people that give money to the same organization. So again, look at the different reasons why people give money to individuals. Okay, let's move on. We talked earlier about what is a case for support. Now, let's look at the difference between a case for support and a case statement. A case for support tells the official story. It gives a long vision. It's all encompassed. It serves as the foundation for all other materials. Everything that's coming out your shop, flyers, pamphlets, everything should be coming from information from your case for support. Now, your case for support is normally not shared with the public. That's internal. The other part is called your case statement. This is what you're trying to do to make an appeal for funding. Now, your case statement includes an expression of internal cases. I mean, an expression of internal case is tell a story from the inside. You should also tell a story including graphics and pictures. It also should be a shorter, readable, and compelling presentation piece. Then it should be used as a fundraising and marketing tool. And again, this is what you share. This is what you share with the public. So this is the key things and topics that your case for support should include. It should include your executive. It should identify your organization mission. It should identify your organization and its mission. It should give background and history. It should include the cost and need problem, the cost and the need problem. It should include programs and services. It definitely should include results, and outcomes. Then you want to talk about the situation today. Then you want to talk about the vision for the future, your financial realities, and finally, your inspirational closing. You should inspire people using your case for support. Now, let's go back over now and finish up with what are the different smaller components that make up the case for support. So here are some key elements to consider. First, the mission and the vision. It should clearly state your nonprofit's mission and vision. Explain why your organization exists and what it aims to achieve. Second, impact. You should highlight the tangible impact your organization has made. Use statistics, success stories, and testimonial in illustrating how your work benefits the community. Talk about the needs and the goals. Outline your current needs and your future goals. Be specific about what you need in terms of funding, resources, and support to continue your work. 4, unique value position. Explain what sets your organization apart from others. Highlight any unique approaches, programs, or partnerships that make your organization special. Keep in mind, there's over 1 million plus nonprofits out there that's going for money. It is a very crowded field out there. Next, call for action. You should clearly state what you want the audience to do, whether it's donate, volunteering, or spreading the word. Make sure your call of action is compelling and easy to follow. And yes, 6, you should make an emotional appeal. Use storytelling to connect your audience on an emotional level. Share your personal stories and experience that illustrate the human side of your work. Show impact. Use data, testimonials, and success stories to demonstrate the impact of your work. Visualize. Use visuals like photos, infographics very effectively here. Visualize your goals. Help donors visualize your future goals and how their contributions will make a difference. This can inspire them to support your cause. This is very important. Then finally, build transparency. Provide financial information to show where donations go. Transparency builds trust and encourages more donations. And now we come to the end. So you want to reach us. Here's our contact information. Make sure you connect with us so that you can get these videos on the different workshops that we do, professional workshop. We do about 15 different types of professional workshops. Our upcoming workshop is going to be about how to put together a strategic plan, how to do board training, and some other topics that are coming up. If you want to hit us up on social media, please do so at YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. If you want to connect with us, because you want to be able to take your nonprofit to the next level, please feel free to cut and paste this link under tell us how we can help you. Thank you. And again, cannot wait to see you again on our next informational video.